Butts.
Butts.
Keister.
Butts.
Heine.
Butts. Boots. Boots.
Can't believe I was left hanging.
Penis? We were talking a lot about penises up until this.
Penis.
Chia penis.
Chia penis.
Chia penis.
X.
Weenus?
Last time on Dragon Ball ZV.
Well, now I can't say to the penis. Now you've dared me. Now I have to start. You fucked me over, you bastard. I hate you.
Yeah, get him.
Ruin all my
Said
fun.
something that prevented Mate from saying penis, swearing revenge. They now face off. Which one of these two titans will come out on top? Find out now on Dragon Ball Z.
It's me. I kill Lyle. Lyle dies.
Oh,
And
no.
TMCA.
My win. Ah, no ducks. Not the ducks. Look at those ducks in here. Okay. Last time, you guys were going around. Hey. Cut it out.
No.
Fine. You guys were going around recruiting and making plans on how to defend the last tower from its siege from the forces of Moros and the Emperor and his minions. Except not really minions, because it's... Well, I'm not going to get into that.
The minion adjacent.
Minion adjacent. Well, sure. Minion adjacent. Let's go with that for now. But yeah, that's what we were doing, and that's what we will continue to do. I will reiterate the things you've acquired on this clock. Clock step 1. Who has been and always will be you guys. That is your first tick on the good clock. Then the following things you've acquired are the following: the last tower forces, which is just the assembled might of the mages and the guards of the last tower, and whatever strategies you've come up with to help defend the last tower, including the awesome idea of using the skull as a weapon, the thing that turns people into it doesn't turn people to skeletons. It awakens the skeleton in a person and mixes into another person, and that has results that are not great for the person, but maybe good for you. Was there another artifact? Oh, that's right. You also were going to turn Barry into a kaiju.
Yes.
Which is now a separate tick on the clock, I suppose. Actually, yes, it's a separate tick on the clock. But that is one of the other things you acquired, is the means to turn Barry into a kaiju. Which has other consequences, perhaps, but that's okay.
Barry agreed to it. It's fine.
That's right. You all agreed to it. You can't get mad at me if something terrible happens.
There's also
AG.
in case of emergency, break Orb of Darkness.
Oh yes, the other option of if things go horribly wrong, pitting one other Eldritch Horror against this Eldritch Horror, and seeing what happens. That might be fun.
It's like
That's the thing.
Pokemon.
Yeah, sure. If that makes you feel better.
Let's go with that.
Yeah. You have acquired AG as his direct support as basically a Dynasty Warriors hero.
Hell yes.
Yeah,
we did.
He's now basically your Dynasty Warrior guy. Who's
He
going
and
to go out
Adam
and do
had
Dynasty Warrior things.
He and Adam had a manly duel while Tori flailed and killed herself with nunchucks.
She did do that. Well, she didn't. Well, yes, she did do that. She did beat herself in the head with nunchucks
100%
immediately.
she did that.
Immediately.
That was pretty hilarious.
How do
not
you
gonna lie.
even know that?
You've also awoken AG's ambitions in that he could become the Emperor. So that's fun.
No.
You convinced Hotaru to attempt to convince the recruited and conscripted soldiers. What the fuck?
What the fuck is that?
What was that?
What was that?
Sorum?
Are you okay, buddy?
Sorum?
Is he auto?
Sorum? What are you doing?
Uh-oh.
That's more robotic than even auto. That's R2D2 mode.
It's like a bumblebee.
Roger.
So I'm-
live storm?
I fear
Uh-oh.
his mic
I
might
can't hear him
have.
at all now.
I think his
His
mic might
mic
have
is-
died.
His mic is still going, but I don't hear him.
Yeah, it's green, but it's not. We're not hearing anything.
Yeah.
Technical pause.
Technical pause.
Technical pause. Okay, technical pause over.
Acquired AG. You acquired. You convinced Hotaru to attempt to turn some of the conscripts and people from her kingdom to turn against Moros, or attempt to do so. That is a feather in your cap. That'll be good for you. There was Barry, of course, the Morosian defectors, and the rebels from Moros that are sided with those defectors through certain agreements. And you convinced the control unit in Housecat to lend you his automatons.
Yes.
So they
Oh,
are.
so badly.
No, it's fine. That's probably the least bad thing you did so far. It has little consequences.
Unless we fail.
I mean, except
Unless
Yeah.
you utterly fail. In this case, you are going to die.
we were gonna die anyway if we failed.
Exactly.
So,
You're going to die anyway, so who cares? It's
I guess
fine.
that's
May as
true.
well take the rest of the world with us if we fuck up.
I will say that you can presume that the last tick in this clock, no matter how far you get, will be Wei and Alden as a pair. I need to talk to Vile still, but to prevent a awkward situation where he has to attend multiple sessions he doesn't want to attend, I'm going to just assume that, and we'll start probably the next time with him appearing and you guys talking to him.
Hell yeah.
But you can presume that you're going to get that tick, because I don't see why you wouldn't.
We
Unless
could-
you just utterly alienate Wei and piss him off so bad he says, "Nah, fuck the world, fuck you guys, I'm out of here."
I can arrange
District-
that.
Don't do that.
Please don't.
to make it unawkward for the player, we could also recommend he listens to some of the recordings.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm not going to force him if he doesn't want to. I'll talk to him. I also want to play Gundam with him anyway, so that gives me plenty of opportunity to talk to him. So I'm going to do that soon.
Okay,
But-
tell him I miss him. Tell him I miss him.
I mean, you can talk to him whatever you want. I don't know why you need to talk to him in this context.
Try it.
All right, well, you do you, I guess. Anywho, you guys have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5 more ticks on this clock. Well, 4 more ticks in this clock to fill, the one guaranteed. So you got
Nice.
4 more things to do. 4 plans to make, 4 more allies to get, 4 more magic bullshits to prepare. As I stated last time, and you all have seen, you all have super moves. I want to clarify and reiterate. These are super big dramatic things you can do that will give you some a guaranteed success at something. If push comes to shove and you guys are really good or are really clever with how you proceed in fighting with this threat, you might not need to use them. I'm expecting you at least use some of them, but you don't expect that you all have to use yours. If that's not clear. That's just kind of a, hey, here's a big dramatic thing. It's risky, but it'll get you some sort of win.
Nice.
But none of them on their own will be able to win the day, if that's not clear. If you use one very tactically and against something that would get you a big win, that might win you the day. But you gotta be clever. You gotta choose your targets.
Clever, we're not.
You're a little clever.
I know you're not clever. None of you are clever.
Sometimes clever.
He's accounted for this in the level of shit that will happen.
I did give you a 12-step clock to prevent you from dying. So, I'm feeling like I'm yet to fill still, so maybe not. Whatever. It's on the ball's in your court now. I'm just gonna sit here. Goodbye. Just tell me what you do.
Bye bye.
Well,
Well,
obviously we need to do the Tory giving a rousing speech to her people and rallying them for the cause thing. But
Yes.
you do.
if we are not going to open with Tory's speech, then we need one of our 3 additional options to pursue. I think that Zaphon and her network, for the purposes of intelligence and sabotage, is a bit of a no-brainer because that's a considerable amount of resources and someone who is likely to cooperate with us. Ish. I mean, she's maybe not. She likes UA. We could probably use
He does
UA.
like UA.
Um,
Probably be
Emotionally
happy with
manipulator.
us that we have kept UA alive this long too.
yeah, she should be really impressed with us, goddamn. So there's that. Aside from what we want to shoot our shot with the other 2 ticks, I'm open to suggestions, but that's, like if Wei and Eldon are a given, and we're obviously going to do the Tengu, then, on our remaining 3, then that's my vote, is Zaphon be one of them.
I do like
What-
Zaphon being one of them.
Can I get more in-depth information about the Ghost Army? Question mark.
So it was a thought I had at one point between Napano's ability to kind of speak with the souls and Adam's kind of whole tribal heritage which more or less involves ancestral spirits keeping watch and providing guidance. An idea I had was going to involve trying to call upon the ancestors of the tribe he knows he grew up in. The Dragon Knights are kind of a new thing that have sort of just come about, and they're with him in his spear, but this would have been his main family, so to speak. The same kind of tribes that, to refer to the one shot, Braun Wildfang is part of that tribe. So that idea was try to call those spirits to arms and sort of just offer them a chance of one big battle to help save the world. But that was before I found that my move was basically involving calling. Well, at least originally, the move Maja gave me was going to involve calling upon the honored bloodline of an ancient line to arms. But I think we've decided something different on that, so.
Okay, so there's been a change of plans, and that's no.
I am
longer a
not
viable option.
opposed to you necessarily working together between you and Napano to do some sort of ritual to call upon your bloodline to help you that way. That would be a separate thing, but it would be a magic ritual
Right.
because you're
Something I
summoning
was
the spirits of the dead.
Right. It's something I was considering with that rather than just generic ghost army a la the Deadman ghost army thing. I was thinking between what Napano and Adam have going for them and the abilities of the sages, maybe we could enchant some weapons that we can use in the general army to soup them up.
I think
Oh,
that's a good idea.
That's an interesting idea. Instead of summoning them like as like fighters, but summon them to
as
add
weapons.
power to the weapons of the people.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Interesting. I'm not opposed. Depends how this again would be like a ritual.
Do we want to
Basically.
play?
Yes.
Do we want to
Big
play
spell.
out Adam and Napano performing this ritual and doing a seance or some shit?
We could do that.
Do it.
I don't necessarily know. I mean, I guess if we're trying specifically to channel, Braun Wildfang's people, that's different from like, I don't know, just sitting in a field and hoping that there are spirits nearby, like any old spirits, or going to a cemetery or something. If we're
We can
specifically going for the Wildfang people.
Or we could start with or we could start with the conversation with the sages about it. It's like, hey, if we can provide souls, can you help us?
Which sages are you referring to?
The death monks, I imagine.
Yes.
You want to go back up the mountain to do that?
Well, I thought we had fast travel going for us.
I also thought we were cool with the sages, but
You're cool with the sages, the two you've talked to.
Well,
But
I don't
I'm
want
think-
to step on toes and get the dragon mad at us. And I know we've gone over this before, but as long as we're not coercing the souls to do anything they don't want to.
Okay. All right.
okay.
Okay. All right.
So
Sounds like we're coercing Maje into something he doesn't want us to do.
that's what I'm kind of wondering. Is like, are we good?
Can you help us set the stage a little, Manje? What are you thinking?
If you are against this, we can.
It's just very.
Maje, if you need more time to consider this option, I can go ahead and do my part. We can come back to this.
Yeah, we can leave the scene for later.
Sure. I had to think about how this would work exactly.
Sorry.
You're fine.
How dare you be creative?
None of that shit.
No, none of that. Shame on you.
Okay, so do we want to do
Zayfon?
Tori or Zayfon? Are you ready, Sorum, or
I can go.
you can go? All right. You better have a rousing speech ready. If I don't buy it and actually want to go to battle, then don't even bother rolling.
Just try not to hit yourself in the face with an nunchucks.
Okay.
I believe in you.
All right. So you are in Tori's village on top of the mountain.
Can we all be standing around her aura farming so that they think we are competent and cool?
Of course. Absolutely.
Gazelle's facing the other way.
Wild
Gazelle's
got his
facing
arms,
the other way.
Wild got his arms folded and his cape's blowing slightly in the breeze.
His small cape, his little cape.
It's not that little.
Oh, we got the whole crew for this one?
Nope.
If you don't want to. If you don't want to be there, that's totally
His
fine.
Lyle's cape definitely looks like it shrank in the washer.
God damn it. I hate it
You
here.
really should have put it on cold.
I don't know who's here, who's whatever, but I mean, for the sake of, we can all just be here.
I'm just here for
Okay.
moral support.
Yasuo is there. You have your people in front of you. They've kind of gathered in front of like the castle gates or in the castle courtyard. And like you're probably standing somewhere above, like on the second floor, perhaps, like a patio.
I would be seeking to unite more than just my clan, because my clan will do so. I was seeking to also unite all the clans of the mountain.
Then this is not a meeting amongst your people. This is a meeting amongst the leaders of other tribes.
Bird people, let's go.
Is that correct?
Yes.
And this would be more of a formal meeting, so you would probably be in your castle, and the heads of other tribes would be there.
Yeah.
Yasuo is with you, and whoever else wants to be there is with you as well. But
Hot
they
dickens.
are, yeah. I would say you are. So when everyone arrives and like you're at the table sitting or whatever, the other tribe leaders, amongst which there are, let's say, 8. Eight's a
What
nice
are their
number.
names?
What?
What are their names?
I don't know. I'm not naming all of them. Fuck off.
Yep.
I have some clan names for you.
If
These
you
are
say
not-
any names right now, I'm going to fail them immediately.
none of them are dumb. None of them are dumb. Let me.
We are not naming them. I'm not writing down names. You're gonna talk to these people.
If someone came up with names, I want to hear them. As long as they're not dumb.
Fine.
It's
Type
because
them out
we-
in Discord, please.
Okay.
He's gonna say Buffalo Wild Wings tribe.
It is the Buwawi.
You type in them?
Yeah, I'm typing.
We typed it in the wrong chat.
I typed it
No.
into the DnZV chat. That's what
I
you
told
want.
him to type it in that.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
stupid.
Nice.
Well,
This is
that's
why you're
the
not
name of
chief.
the.
That's
Oh,
close
I
enough.
thought you were naming. I thought you were naming the leaders, not the groups, the tribes of Tengu.
No,
No, it was the
those
tribe
are the
names.
tribes. Yes, I didn't come up with the names for those guys. My
That's
thought
fine.
process going into
You're
this
good.
was that they were all going to be gathered here for like a summit.
I thought the
so
race was Tengri and Tengu was the elites.
Correct.
They refer to themselves as Tengu. It's like the clan name.
Tengri is the race. Yes.
Yeah.
Tengu is the race. Tengu is the warrior class.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's good.
I guess you could swap Moon Tengu for Moon Tengri out, but you know, fair. That's very fair.
I love it.
All right.
I'm waiting. I need some more. Yes, moving on.
Moving on. Oh my God, Silver. Silver, I swear to God.
You're
I-
welcome.
He's not wrong though.
I am filled with
You're
rage.
welcome.
So much rage. So much
Well,
rage.
if
I
we
should
want-
never have let you name them in, any of them.
If we want to convince the Beach Tengu, the Seagull tribe, then we just got to break some French fries. We got this, guys.
They all live in the mountains. None of these tribes are out of the mountains. They've always been in the mountains.
It could be a mountain beach.
You are pushing his buttons.
I'm going to lose it. Okay, Tori,
Yes.
please focus here. You are in the room with these leaders. They look at you. They are both not happy with you and unimpressed by you because your
Lyle's
father.
with her.
What?
Make Lyle be with her.
Yes,
I'm-
Lyle can be there, but they're looking
Why
at.
they're
They're not.
unimpressed?
I'm there,
No,
yeah.
they don't give a fuck. They don't give a shit about that Lyo's there. What they care about is Tori is there. And what they care about is that her father harassed all of their tribes. So they are not immediately hostile because you invited them here, but they have their men outside and they are not impressed with you. So they are not happy. So you're going to have to convince them. This is not going to be easy for you. Your father
Fuck!
did destroy like several Tengu clans.
Things not going well, I see. Okay. Alright.
The Lyle special.
Can I do my speech, or do we have to acknowledge his role first?
What
I
role?
think that they can be unimpressed
Peter.
because I look suspicious.
Peter,
Is
why
six-
does it always fail?
Okay.
Is a 6 a fail?
This is the
Lyle,
most,
I'm going.
Yes.
most
Lyle, I'm
useless
going to
ability.
be very nice. I'm going to ignore that roll because I really should have pushed this. You don't just roll, please. Just tell me what you're doing before you roll. Tell me that you're doing something. Don't
I
just
am-
roll.
I
You
am
should have corrected that
evaluating
so much sooner.
a possible
A
victim.
long time ago.
It's irrelevant what the trigger says. I need you to do something in the scene. I don't care what the move says. You need to do something to trigger that.
What I'm doing is I am looking around the room evaluating a possible victim.
Okay, do you want me to count that roll? Because I will count it against Tori if you want,
You don't have to.
or we can ignore it. How about that? Let's just ignore it for now.
Stop blaming me. Okay.
It's not even a good failed roll because we already have a full dragon amulet.
Can I motion for someone to push Lyle down the stairs.
Please. No.
Lyle? Lyle is having trouble evaluating any victims because they are not acknowledging his presence. Their focus is entirely on Tori. They are all very guarded and hard to read, and they are ready to. They are not looking like they're going to be easily. They're not easy victims right now.
Mhm.
Gazelle pats Lyle on the back, almost knocking him down.
Oh.
When we left the tribes, when we had finished up here and gotten the mask and Tori became chief, the weeks spent in the mountains afterward were trying to basically call a laying down of arms with the other clans, which was achieved, but she did leave like right afterward. So this is the first time that they've seen her basically since then, and yeah, they're probably not liking her too much since Yasuo has been regent since then.
Correct. They're not
would-
outwardly hostile. They're not like attacking you on sight, but they are not. They don't fuck with you.
It's a territorial kind of thing only with these people.
No, it's also because your father harassed them. So your tribe is not blameless in this scenario.
No. I mean, they're not attacking us, so at the moment. We lost BB. Should we pause the recording and wait till he gets back?
Yes. Okay, we're back. We've
All
saved
right.
BB.
Tori.
Yeah.
You were in this room with the leaders of these Tengu tribes. They're not pleased, and you know why they're not pleased. They are justified in their not pleasedness. So you're going to have to convince them to side with you. So, how are you going to do that?
So now that they've all gathered here, I'm going to clear my throat and stand up at my podium. And I'm going to address each one of them. And in Tengri, I say, "Children of the mountain, moon, forest, and skies, hear my voice, listen to my words." And then in English, or well, common. "Do you feel it? The winds carry their whispers, the ones we've lost, the ones that Cladis has taken. Call our names through the fog and ask us, will you let it end here? Long have we lived apart, clans separate. We were warriors without a cause, shadows fighting over peaks while a greater darkness crept below us. Cladis watched and waited and crept in unnoticed. Cladis does not conquer, it consumes. It sought to devour the world before the world was brought to ruin, to stop its advance. It has returned now, stronger, more resilient, smarter, and more insidious. Devoured my kin, destroyed my father, slain your kin, slain your fathers, your mothers, your daughters, your sons. It once sought to devour the world. It will now do so again if we fail. My father sought to unite us by force, to chain the clans together under his will. He believed power could forge peace. But the Cladis showed me the truth. I saw it in his final breath, the look of horror when he understood that he had not saved us, but only delayed our fall. The Cladis broke our people through him, mine and yours. Our foes work in shadows, attacking us from places unseen, walking amongst us even now. Driving a knife between our clans, it destroyed us to prevent us from uniting and standing in its way. I walked where no living soul should walk on my journeys, through the lands of the dead, and found a truth older than any other clan. We are not many, but we are strong, and we are enough. These lands carry a history, hard fought and stained in blood. Every feather of a Tengri carries the memories of those who came before. Every heartbeat is an echo of 1,000 fallen wings. Their strength is not gone, it is within us. The Cladis believes it has nothing to fear from us. Twisted and wrought with infighting, it ignores us while it breathes down the throat of the only force standing in its way between it and its reckoning, the last tower. If it falls, all life falls with it. No dawn, no sky, only silence and the dead. But we are masters of silence. We are the danger in the sky. We are the agents of death. Tengu warriors, feared by all, even those that cannot die. When the light disappears over the tower, we fly. The world knows us, fears our might. In terror, we will take them to battle. We fight for the fallen, for the living, for the sky itself. It will not reach its core. It will not fulfill its ambitions, and it will not take this world from us. Not on this day and not here. Together, we will teach it death.
I clap.
Will you stand with me to fight against the Cladis, this otherworldly foe that threatens all life on this planet? Will you hold on to the dangers and the lives caused by reckless ambitions caused over the last few months, years even? We need to unite. We need to unite now to defeat a common foe and save our planet. Please stand with me. That's the end of my speech.
All right.
I clap. That's good.
Roll.
I like it. I start clapping. Try
Well,
and encourage
we'll
everybody
see.
to clap.
We'll see if they clap depending on how you roll, Tori.
Okay.
You're going to roll. This is basically a parlay.
Okay.
So go ahead and do that.
Okay. 7.
Add it and roll one more d6.
And one more d6.
Mm-hmm. You roll 2 3s. So that's an 8. They ask you for something and do it if you make them a promise, but they need concrete assurance of your promise right now. They clap. They still look wary. They certainly don't seem like they trust you. I assume you explained to them kind of what the Cladis is, because they didn't know. And there's just,
Yes.
It's just the leaders here, so you explain to just the leaders. It's not like you're telling the entire population.
In like the process of explaining and making peace with them, we basically had to be like, this is like what's literally happening, so we need to like put things aside for now. We're not attacking your people anymore. Please don't attack us until we kind of get this. And they're like, okay.
Begrudgingly, they were okay. Mostly because
This is very, very much an uneasy, standstill.
Let's see. They clap. They applaud. It was a good speech. They are listening. One of them steps forward. You carry your father's blood on your hands, whether you like it or not. Who's to say, when this is all said and done, should we unite together, that you will not take up your father's mantle and then use that against us to keep us under your thrall? If you want our help, and they look to the other tribes, at the leaders of the tribe, and then they look back to you, you must step down once this is done.
Oh.
We will not trust someone who carries the blood of Ares. After all that he had done, regardless of the influence that affected him.
Tori pauses and gives thought to the moment.
Hey, that's not fair. Tori is the one who stopped her father.
I put my hand kind of to silence Lyle. Please, let me.
Lyle just,
I was
shrugs his
never,
shoulders slightly.
and I'll say to him, I was never meant to become the chief of this village. By sheer circumstance and luck, and perhaps a twist of fate, am I in my position that I'm in now. But make no mistake, I would not have given the order to attack other tribes to bring them to kneel. I saw what my father was doing while I was in my exile, and it's what brought me here, to stop him. I do not feel fit.
So much, and yes, it cost so much blood before you acted, didn't it?
I was not aware. Otherwise, I would have been here sooner.
Your ignorance is not sufficient excuse, Tori.
And I agree with you. That's why I will accept your terms. Once we have put the class to the blade, I will step down as chief.
See you guys stopping him.
So long as you will support us in this final battle against the Cladis, I will accept these terms.
Okay. Since you're not putting up a fight for it, I will count that first roll as a success, and the second roll, the second portion where you agreed to their terms, as another success. I'm gonna need you to do one more, or otherwise we're gonna keep going.
Okay.
They're gonna keep making requests of you to give concessions. What's the next concession they make or ask of you? Are you wearing? Do you have the mask on you? Is it visible?
I mean, I'm sort of like dressed up for a formal meeting, so my pack that has like my mask in it is like kind of tucked away.
Okay. So it's not visible.
I'm unarmed, basically. I don't have my weapons, my bag, or really my typical armor.
Is Elfie's berry a berry?
They don't see the mask, I think, is what Maj is getting at.
Yes, they don't. They're not. The mask is not present as a possible thing they would ask for, and I don't think you've advertised that you have it.
No, it hasn't been a artifact I've been waving around.
Okay. Okay, I think one of the older leaders steps forward. Stepping down is a move in the right direction, but I fear it is not enough. Let us say Tori steps down. He looks to the other leaders. And then this tribe is given another leader, or they find one amongst them. Who's to say they won't see one who carries the blood of their leader and attempt to rise her back up, attempt to regain lost glory? No, it is not enough for her to simply step down. She must leave the mountains. She must be exiled.
What?
I
Again? That
I would like
worked
to-
out really well for you guys last time, huh?
Be quiet, dwarf. This does not concern you.
I would like to interject with your leave.
I look over at Lyle, and this time I give him the go ahead.
Mage, I would like to use a move if I am
Okay.
allowed to.
What do you want to do? What are you trying to do? Tell me that.
I am trying to not only use my copious amounts of political and interpersonal knowledge to figure out what this guy is, how to approach this guy in conversation, basically, and also make an appeal.
Okay. What move you trying to do? Are you doing counters?
No.
Oh, disarming and open. Okay.
If I may add to this, it may be worth it for Lyle to dive deeper and see if this man has any other intentions when he asks me to be gone from the mountain.
Yeah, well,
I
let's
think
let's
that's on
work
there, though.
let's work that route. Let's say, what is this guy's present intentions? This leader that spoke up to,
Let's
does he seem genuine in his, or is it
It
like,
is. I think it's twofold. It's twofold here.
okay,
On the one hand, there is a legitimate fear, and you can feel in him and what he's saying, that if Tori remains, that might inspire people who were loyal to Ares, but then were now loyal to Tori for being his daughter and having killed him and gained that mantle. And he's afraid that if she steps down after being told to by these other tribe leaders, they would
want
see that as a
vengeance.
hostile action and then might try to force Tori back to being leader or commit some violence or tear down the new leader. Might start this whole process over again. It's one of the fears. The other fear is Tori's tribe, amongst all these other tribes, was pretty powerful after all the conquests they had done, all the resources they had scavenged and things they had stolen. They did acquire quite a bit of power. He seems to also, what he wants is to attempt to weaken their position so that they're more an even playing field. So one is a legitimate fear, one is a more political move.
all right. Well, as the move says, then you're entitled to hit me with one of my questions back at me. So, if you would like to do that now, or if you would rather wait until the arguments are made.
I think you should make your argument, and then I might ask you a question.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Lyle's going to step in as this guy is saying, it's not good enough for Tori to just step down. She has to be exiled. And
it's this older Tangri. He's got a lot of gray. His wings kind of don't look like their work is good anymore. He's kind of on the older side.
All right. Well, Lyle's going to speak up. He's going to say, listen, we've heard your concerns regarding the future, and while I don't agree with Tori's decision to step down purely on your request, she shushed me. Her advisor, a title that Lyle has taken for himself.
Self-assigned.
Her advisor, and without hesitation agreed to those terms. If that alone does not show you how serious she takes this matter, perhaps it's important that you realize we're not just talking about politics or clan relations or making right the wrongs of the past. We're talking about an existential threat here. The Cladis is not some rival clan that lives in a faraway mountain that's encroaching on your territory. It's a monster that will stop at nothing to eliminate everybody in this room, all of our homes and clans and lands, and it won't stop there. It'll kill everything on the continent, everything on the world if we let it. We're not asking for your cooperation simply because we want it or it will be beneficial. This is, to us, this is we need each other, because if we don't stand together, everyone dies. Okay? I need you to understand that this negotiating over this cooperation is a courtesy. And we could just all stomp away from this meeting in a huff because we didn't get our way, and then everybody dies tomorrow. That's a possibility. Or we could come together and cooperate. And I understand why you wouldn't trust Tori or this clan. However, she's doing whatever she can to make sure that you feel secure in lending us your aid, because it is to the mutual benefit of everyone. And I have no question in my mind that if I didn't speak up, she would have agreed to your terms. She would not only step down as the leader, but she would walk away in exile. Because I know what kind of woman she is. And she's strong and she's dedicated, and she will do whatever she can to protect her people, even if it's to her own detriment. And, to your point about her inaction when Ares was doing all these terrible things to not only his own people, but yours as well, I need you to understand that Tori wasn't turning a blind eye like she may have allowed you to believe. She was in exile from her home. She was driven out of her home, away from her people, away from the place she grew up in. And maybe you might think it doesn't matter if she's driven back out. But I think someone who has suffered so much and has fought so hard for other people, doesn't she deserve to at least come home? Is it too much to ask that she just be allowed to you know, live and prosper in the place that she grew up in, that she called home, that she put everything on the line to save. What you're asking of her is, you know, perhaps not out of the scope of what she's willing to do, but it's not fair.
Okay, that is your argument.
That is my argument.
All right, you're gonna roll. I don't believe this. This is probably a parlay.
I can parlay.
You can parlay, can't you?
I can parlay.
Let's see what you got. Parlay. Oh
Ooh.
shit! Holy
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Hey, there it is.
That's our Lyle.
He looks like he's about to retort, but then one of the other tribe leaders. That's truthfully. You want to get an extra question out of this guy?
No, I'm just being a dick. I'm not actually calling him. I'm disarming it open. I have to be honest. I meant everything I said.
He's just being bad again. Go ahead, Machi.
Okay, I'm
Sorry.
gonna ignore his being bad, and I'm gonna continue because he got a 12, so he's got a full success. So there's no there's no extra thing that's being asked here. He looks like he's about to retort because he looks offended briefly, like you're saying that like he appreciate that you're calling what he's asking for unfair. He's about to retort, but then another leader kind of raises their hand and kind of quiets him, like not unfriendly. Like it seems like this person knows this old guy. Like Tori's already agreed to our terms, and having taken down Ares herself, she is not someone who would want for further violence to take place. I don't believe. If she is willing to keep to what we requested and to step down, we would not ask her to leave her home, just simply to not lead it as direct leader. She has a place here. It is her home. We will not deny her that. That is enough of a concession for us. We will talk more about what we can do to make all the wrongs that have happened right again, so that we might resume and be at peace with one another once more. Proper peace, not this tense situation we have now, left in the wake of what your father had done. You have our support, Tori. And then all the other leaders start to nod.
Even the crusty guy?
And then eventually, the crusty guy looks like he deflates a little, but he nods. He's like, he looked a little offended, but he did concede. He's not like he's not being a whiny bitch about it. He's like, okay, if everyone agrees, I will agree to these terms. That is enough, then.
Yes.
He does glare at Lyle. He does glare at Lyle.
That's okay.
After
I can take
after
it.
listening to Lyle talk about her in depth,
Oh.
and also then what? Go ahead.
He will mentally ask this question. What, Lyle? What do you not want this old guy to know?
What do I not want him to know?
That's right. What do you not want him to know?
I don't want him to know that I really wanted to live in the birdhouse.
Okay. So he looks at you, he narrows his eyes, and then he looks at Tori, and maybe Tori gives like a kind of a appreciative expression. Like there's like there's a smile there, and he like picks up on that. Is like, oh, I see what it is. He doesn't say this, but like you can tell, like he's picked up on something, and he's glaring at you, Lyle.
He's like, wait a minute.
I don't.
You have an ulterior motive. You want some ass, don't you?
Yeah.
You want ass?
Well, honestly, Tori standing there, and probably the most, one of the other most stressful moments of her life, after hearing Lyle basically prop her up to be amazing and awesome and deserving to be in her homeland. She's pretty open right now.
Ooh.
She's a
Ooh,
little
she's
red.
swooning.
She's a little red in the face. She's kind of tearing up a little bit because she doesn't have to leave her house.
That just make this old guy feel even more emboldened. Like that, you motherfucker. You're together. You're saying it. He's just thinking it. He's thinking it so hard. He looks so peeved.
He's about to lay an egg.
He's about to lay an egg right here, right now. But he does not say anything. He does not ruin the moment. He does agree. But you think, Lyle, I think you've made an enemy of this man.
I could live with this.
So
I want to see if
for
he's. I
turn,
want to see if he
the
looks
Tori
like a
steps
sucker.
down still.
Does he look like a
Yes,
sucker?
the only terms requested of Tori is that once this is all said and done and this battle is won, because if it's lost, everyone's dead. If once this battle is won, the Tori will step down from being the chief of her village. That's all. She doesn't have to leave. She just cannot be the leader.
Got it. Just making my notes.
Does he look like a bitch?
Totally fair.
Can I roll for it?
What? Does he look like a bitch or do you look like a bitch?
Well, we're about to find out, don't we?
What are you rolling? What are you
Stop.
doing?
It's me.
What do you
I look like a bitch.
Well, you
It's-
okay?
it's like a
Well,
bitch.
I'm not going to count against you because you've already won the tick on the clock. But I will just say that this guy is going to have it out for you for the rest of your life.
He knows it. He knows what's up.
He knows exactly what's up between you and Tori. He's going to make your life hell, and maybe not like violent ways, but like in like ways that just kind of suck. Not like violent ways. Like
Hey,
just gonna kind of make your days kind of shitty.
Correction,
for it.
Roger, for the rest of his life, because he's
Yes.
an old fuck.
Old as fuck.
Oh,
Hey,
well, you don't know
Lyle.
how Tengri live.
I might
Lyle,
die
you better
first.
watch out. Lyle, you better watch out for Bertie Sanders over there. He's got it out for you.
Oh my god.
This is crazy.
And then the tick of the clock goes backwards.
Oh no! That one's got to count as one for and against us, right?
Oh my god.
Oh, that was good though.
You have acquired the support of all the Tengri tribes in East Jylin, which is like every mountain range in this area. In this area. Which is quite a few.
Boy, that's a lot of people.
It is a decent amount of people, not as many as you would hope, but that is a good size.
Yeah.
Because presumably they're going to send the Tengu specifically, because that's the warrior class.
Yeah.
Which there aren't like a shit ton of Tengu, but there's a good amount. It's a good boon to your army.
Hey, they're strong. They're powerful. They attack from the shadows. They do good work.
It might be
I
a
mean,
little less
you-
effective on an open battlefield, but that still bodies.
You guys have had one in your party this whole time, and you haven't hurt for DPS.
That's
at
true.
all.
Okay, there you go.
Yay.
You have 3 ticks remaining.
Okay.
Does Lyle get a smooch?
Yeah, does Lyle get a smooch? Do you smooch after the meeting?
I need to know.
Mm,
She needs to know. We all need to know. Come on.
Go
Give
for
up
it.
the deets. No, fuck, either do it or don't.
for the coin.
Does he have to roll for it?
Actually, I'm going to tell him that he can't roll for it. He has to make a decision.
Oh,
Wait, I have to make a decision?
Ooh.
You
Well, he
both
can-
have to
or
make a
you-
decision. It has to be mutual. You can't unmutually smooch.
Yeah, you
y'all
can.
smooching?
Well, Tori could probably
Smooching.
Tori could probably smooch Lyle, and he has no say in the matter. Probably.
I think that's worth at least a peck on the cheek. Come on. Hey, peck, get it?
Smooch.
Oh,
Smooch. Smooch.
Yeah. Okay. After the
Hey.
meeting, I grab Lyle. Tori grabs Lyle. And she says, "Come with me."
Oh shit! Wait.
So
I go.
I lead. Tori leads Lyle away from everybody else as the party mingles with the leaders who may or may not be trying to leave because Gazelle has a smell to him. She takes
Real.
she leads Lyle out to out into like the courtyard, but kind of like a secluded part of it.
Like the little patio or whatever that was out
Yeah,
there.
it's kind of like a gazebo.
Gazebo, that's the word.
Yeah,
I love gazebos. Never mind what Era did in
She's
one.
like, so she's like, well, where did that come from?
The heart.
The heart, really?
Yes.
You know, you were right. I was
Fuck!
going to
Hate this move.
leave. He looks suspicious. You know, I was going to
I
do
stepped
that.
away. What did? God damn it!
He's rolling con artist.
Stop it. Stop.
This is amazing.
Why? You...
Stop.
Continue, please. Ignore him.
Bernie the bird whisperer. So Tori asks, like, so it came from the heart, huh? That's really odd.
What's odd? That I have a heart? It's there.
Yeah, I didn't expect all of that.
Oh, well, you know, something about old guys telling you can't go home kind of, struck a nerve. It's kind of a sore spot for me, too. Just saying.
Yeah, I remember. You're gonna stick around here too, right? Because you're not gonna leave me here, are you?
Well, I mean, I was kind of looking forward to being the, advisor to the chief, but I guess I could settle for just, like, whatever you want, I guess.
She kind of starts getting closer to him.
Mhm.
Whatever I want, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. I didn't want anything to be over here either. Let's go see Moros together, and Olkheim. Once
Oh.
this is over.
Moros, huh? Yeah, I guess that could be interesting.
Yeah, we might have to stomp out more Cladis there.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
But good talk.
Good talk. Really? That's it?
Uh, good talk, baby.
Mm-hmm. It's baby now.
It could be.
Yeah. Just fucking stalk already.
God damn it. Fuck it. And then Lyle just goes for it.
Yes.
A
Smooch.
Mwah. Yeah. Toy like wraps her wings around him, pulls him in, holds him tight.
Oh, yeah.
Gets that smooch going.
Hell
Get in
yeah.
there.
Snogging.
It finally boiled over.
Good Lord.
Can we fade to black? I don't want to have to roll for performance.
Roll for performance.
Okay. What do I
Roll
roll,
for
Muzzy?
performance.
What do you roll? Charisma, you
Roll for
fucker.
It's a partial
All
success.
right.
Oh, fuck. He has a 3 in charisma. He rolled a 10.
Oh, hell yeah. It's
Nice.
full success!
Damn it.
All goes as
Amazing.
planned.
I have a move called Flexible Morals, and I wish I did what I need it to right now.
What? What?
What?
I'm concerned, but I'm going to move. We're going to move on for this moment and
Okay.
not question that statement any further.
Yes, sir. Moving on then.
Jesus Christ.
All right. That's a tick on the clock. Add it to the list. The Tengu tribes are on your side.
Yay!
After that scene.
Thank you for subjecting us to that,
Oh my
Aaron.
god.
You're banned.
It was amazing.
Bam.
All right.
Rolled a 10. Pretty good.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Pretty good.
Best
Okay.
roll all night, except for the one.
Except for all the, it's because you wasted all the bad rolls on con artists for
Well,
nothing.
Nightmare.
Yeah.
I'm glad that Tori gets the best rolls out of Lyle.
That's, yeah.
Oh no. True.
Yeah.
Your girl, I'm gonna fall down you like a fucking flight of stairs.
Jesus
And he doesn't.
Christ.
And then he just lands at the bottom of the stairs unharmed. Everyone's shocked, appalled, because everyone was looking forward to him crashing down the stairs.
Land in a sexy pose.
Oh my god.
All right, guys. You got 3 more ticks to do. What's next?
I mean, after that, I'm gonna have to write it. I'm gonna have to think of a speech now.
Yeah, you better. You didn't think to actually write a real ass speech, did you? Tori gets the best fucking lines in the whole fucking game. I'm still mad at her for that. You know, you will learn line. That's still the best line in the whole fucking RP.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Had
I
to
like-
incorporate
I like
it back
the-
into the speech at the end.
I like the throwback to it in the speech. Yeah.
Safe one?
Thanks.
I think
Yeah,
that at least Aaron, like, we need Otto and UA and maybe Gazelle too, just to make things interesting if he doesn't want to tag along with Adam and Napano.
Well, I don't think I'm going to be any help with the Zayfeng thing, but I thought the whole point of fast travel was we don't have to split the party. We can all be in every scene.
Yeah, we can all be in every
That's
scene.
true. We can all be in every scene. At the very least, you know, kind of decide who's the face of the scene. Nothing says you guys aren't, you know,
Oh, that's right. Napano never did actually
meet
go
Zayfeng.
into Andoran. So,
Oh, so depending on what is said, maybe I'll have some questions. It's like, hey, I wasn't here last time, but I
Right.
doubt I'm leading this scene. I'm not carrying it.
I was gonna volunteer Otto just because Zayfon is sweet on UA. And as I recall, she wasn't a particularly big fan of Lyle.
I don't think she was like she didn't hate you. She just was not impressed by you. So the normal reaction to Lyle.
She has a lot of my money from all of her working girls that I gave business to.
You did give some of them a good time, so that's true. But
Like-
she
like
herself
one or
is
two.
indifferent.
There were some bad roles involved too.
Yes,
It's true.
yes,
You
indeed.
never went. You never went for Zayfon.
I
Oh,
hit
yeah.
on her, but she just was like, no.
You were never bold enough.
true.
Well, Otto and UA and company. Say fun then, unless BB and Swim are ready for their seance.
Either way is fine by me.
Masha, you're the DM. We matanye. We matanye. Woo loo.
Zayfon?
Say fun it is.
Okay,
Set the stage, Maje.
set the stage. All right, you go to Andoran. You return to the brothel that I don't remember the name of because it's been forever. Hold on.
What was it?
I do not remember.
Back to
The Sailor's Respite.
my notes
I
again.
found it.
Yeah,
Sailor's Respite.
that sounds right.
Was that the name of her brothel or the name of the bar that we met? What's his name in?
No, that was the name. Wait, nope.
Gilded Hand.
No,
The
that
Gilded
was
Hand.
the name.
Hold
That
on.
wasn't the Gilded Hand, the gang?
Sorry, Silkenthorn.
Fucking hell.
That's
Oh my god.
Silkenthorn.
Silkenthorn.
Silkenthorn was the brothel.
It's been so long.
It was at the top of my. It was at the very top of my note sheet.
I think it was the. I think the Gilded Pyramid was the casino that we roughed up the owner of.
Yes.
That was the
gang-
Golden Chapel.
And
The
the gang
Golden
was called the
Chapel.
Silver Hand. That's
The Okay, yeah. Where were we living like fucking 50 sessions ago, 2-3 years ago? This is pretty good. Throwback.
that was a long time ago.
I wasn't properly doing my notes by session date at that point.
It's fair.
So
I
I guess
right.
it's- you. No, go ahead.
All right. You return to the bar. She's still there. The brothel appears to be quite busy. Business appears to be quite good. You notice that the things have expanded, and you notice that people are traversing the street. Business seems to be going well. You kind of get the impression that she's expanded quite a bit from her original location, as she appears to have taken up more of the local area of town now that all of her competition is dead or gone.
Nice.
That's
You're welcome,
convenient.
by the way. Killed a lot of
Did that.
people to do that.
You could kill a bunch of people. That's how it
And-
goes.
And a demon.
And a demon. Zaphon is behind the bar, just kind of. No, she's not behind the bar. She has people to do that. She's in the gazebo in the middle of the brothel, just kind of chilling in a seat, kind of smoking on her pipe, looking pleased. She has her feet up on a table.
Hell yeah.
She looks and sees UA and all of you, and so looks surprised, and then waves you over.
Sup, girl? How's it going?
Oh, it's going pretty well. I'm surprised to see all of you here.
No, you're not. You knew we were coming well before we set foot in here.
Well, I knew you were in town, but I didn't know that you would be here today. Are you all coming out to see me and bring UA back too? It's always good to see you, UA. She kind of steps up and walks over and gives UA a hug, returns it. Hello, Otto. She reached over and pats you on the head like you're a child, because you're a child to her.
Makes sense.
I would like to look suspicious.
You want to look suspicious?
Yes.
I mean, you can look
That's just your-
suspicious.
That's your base form. So
That's kind of just how you are normally, really.
Okay. I'm glad I don't have to roll for it this time. I've given up on the move. I'm just gonna accept the fact that I look suspicious.
You have to use all the ones you rolled earlier. We've got to work through those.
It's too bad we don't have like 3 dragon amulets.
Yeah, we should be like we need like a reserve tank for all these charges. Where's our e-tank?
You don't have an e-tank.
All right. Well, I was gonna say, well, we came from a long way to come back and see you because we kind of have a favor to ask, or UA has a favor to ask, right? UA? Yeah, she'll say yes if you ask.
She looks confused. Yue does.
You wouldn't say no to UA and good old Oddball, right? And well, I was gonna pat Otto on the shoulder and shake him
No,
back
I
and
wouldn't
forth a
say
little.
no to them. I might say no to you.
That's why I'm not asking. I'm gonna go get a drink.
Hmm.
BRB.
Interesting. Oh yeah.
I go to the bar.
There he goes. He goes to the bar. He went to the bar. No, he's chatting up the wait. He's chatting up the barmaid again. God
I'm
dang
hitting up
it.
the. I'm flirting with the barmaid. Does she seem into it?
Hey, you have a girlfriend.
That's okay. I'm just flirting.
Is it though?
Does she like me?
Jesus.
I mean, she likes anyone who pays her.
Damn.
I'll take it as a
You
win.
don't have any. You don't have any money. I took it. It's gone.
Oh,
I'm poor.
Took it.
Damn. You know, I wish I could be mad that she stole my wallet, but I'm proud.
I knew where we were going.
I asked the barmaid to put it on my tab.
She smiles and tells you don't have a tab.
I'd like to open one. I'd like to roll parlay.
She smiles and asks you for collateral.
Damn.
Oh.
I take out the magic dagger, like the really powerful and dangerous one.
oh Jesus Christ!
Let's move on from that before you make a horrible mistake.
Okay.
Please.
All right. Zayfon has bid you to take seats around her little gazebo, and she resumes her seat, puts her legs back on the table. So, what brings you all back to my little corner of the world?
The apocalypse.
She smokes her pipe and raises an eyebrow. I'm gonna need you to elaborate.
I don't think I will.
Just kind of stares at you. Interesting. Smokes on her pipe.
Before he looks at the rest of her party like they're lost children and kind of steps forward. Yes, it's true. The world is ending. We do need your help. I proceed to tell her about the Gladys and our journey so far and how we've fought against the different tribes we've come across, the involvement of the Emperor Muros, and then California King California role, meeting Empress Hotaru, touching on House Cat, and then how we even ended up in the land of the dead. And now we're here to stop the end of the world.
Yeah.
So I'm laying it all out there for her.
I'm gonna come back with the drink that Adam bought me, and Lyle's gonna like kind of punctuate Tori leaving that hanging and break the silence with. So yeah, we could probably use your help a little bit, if you don't mind. And I'm gonna sit down and Lyle's gonna sip the drink.
Well, that's quite a lot that you just told me about. But
Tell
I
me
don't
about it.
really see how I can help you here.
Well, we're not asking you to, go out and swing your prosthetic arm at, flesh spider infested Morosian Death Knights. But,
I'd slap you if you asked me that.
well, it's a good thing I'm not asking that. Anyway, what we are kind of hoping you could provide us with is information and perhaps some more sleight of hand, underhanded sort of help. And I have no doubt I was accurate when I said that you knew we were coming. You've got eyes and ears all over here now. Especially now, I'm sure. I'm sure, well beyond Andoran. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong. Smokes from her pipe.
All right, well, I didn't mean literally. I meant, truthfully, but...
Why do you think I have connections beyond Andoran?
Well, I'm not saying that you are the secret superpower that controls the continent or anything, because you're not quite that cool, but,
Well, that's mean.
Wow.
Sorry. I'm being... I've learned the value of honesty in recent hours.
And you're trying to get me to help you, huh?
Yeah.
There's times when you gotta be honest, when what you think, and there's times where you need to shut the fuck up and say the right thing.
All right, well, let me embellish a little bit and say, if
He's
you
working
don't,
on it, okay.
if you don't help us, everybody dies. So there's
Oh,
that.
look, I don't disbelieve you. UA is agreeing, so I don't disbelieve what you're saying. I'm gonna need you to tell me more what you want me to do exactly, because
Well,
I'll be real here. I do have connections beyond Andoran, but it's not like I'm going to send my girls here to go sabotage the Emperor and the other Emperor now, I guess. That's
that'd
they
be pretty cool if
absolutely not.
sent
They're
some.
not.
I'm
Look, I'm not putting my girls at risk like that. So
Hey,
you're gonna need me to give me something a little more tangible. Like, what do you need? Do you need me to tell you some information? I might be able to get some. I just can't promise that I can send people to really do something. But if you're looking for some information or something particular you need to know to help you out with this, I would be glad to help. But you need to give me a little more so I know what you need. I can't.
let me be a little more specific, if you don't mind.
Sure, of course, that's what I'm asking for.
Lyle's gonna hold up his hand and start counting on fingers. Anything about King California Roll, the movement of his troops, the location of the Morosian Emperor, the location of King California Roll, anything regarding that would be great. If you could manage that, it would be great to know movements on the trade routes that might be privy to the supply chain going to the Morosian hosts, as well as the King California Roll's men in East Jilin. you know, anything we can use to say weaken their host. You know, I'm not saying put your girls in danger, but if you manage a couple of, you know, let's say barrack bunnies that could, you know, maybe when shit gets real, open some gates for us or whatever, that would be
Oh.
awesome. But, you know,
Well, I can't promise. I can't promise that. The few kind of brothels I own out there, I've kind of put the kibosh. You want to get like? There's a cult in that group. I don't want them getting involved in that. They're peddling some drug, which you now have informed me is actually people that infects you with a horrible flesh disease. So I'm feeling good about my decision to tell them to not do that. So I don't have that necessarily, but I'll tell you what. I'm able to get some information on how they're moving troops, where they're going. As far as where the Emperor goes, I can try, but I can't promise anything. I can promise you some things. So I'll do my damnedest. I'll give it a try. I'll reach out and see what I can get. Just stay here for the next couple of days, and I'll let you know what I can find out for you. Is that acceptable to you?
yeah, I'd say that's
would-
pretty helpful. Anybody else have anything to add? Please, by all means, while she's all buttered up and, you know, doing us favors.
Well, the advantage is really clear. If we can predict their movements, we can best set up our defenses. We can maybe even set up traps or sabotage them on their advance, and perhaps even set up a plan to isolate or redirect some of the forces so that they're not all bearing down on us at once.
I'll do my best.
So that would be very helpful. If only there was a way to communicate this information as quickly and as quickly as possible between your spy network and us.
Oh, I have ways. It's just a matter of getting that information.
Are you familiar at all with the last tower?
Of course.
Do you have a way to communicate with anybody there? I know that those mages have many magical artifacts.
She whistles. She looks behind her and whistles. And this girl, nicely dressed in like kind of a nice formal wear, has a pair of small glasses, tied up hair. Another Genji elf girl
She's not a skeleton.
approaches. No, not a skeleton.
Okay, just checking.
Kind of mousy. Yes. Hey, I'm gonna send you along with these folks, and you're gonna be my. You mind being a listening post for us with them, so we can relay information? Like, sure, of course, no problem. So basically, she's gonna send someone with you guys to be basically a relay. So she can contact this lady, and she will pass on the information to you. But this will not be the role. The problem is not really getting her to help you, it's her getting the information. That's really going to be the role, which is kind of, unfortunately, out of your hands. So it's going to be like, we're going to call it another 3 rolls, and it's just going to be 2d6 with no modifier. And you're going to hope for the best. Actually, no, I'll give you a +1 to the modifier.
So
But who wants to do some rolls?
Aaron!
Who hasn't rolled tonight?
It's Aaron's turn to
I
roll.
haven't made any real rolls.
Ed, roll
Yeah,
2.
is that you want to roll?
Okay. We'll
Who's
each
rolling?
do one.
Okay.
So it's 2d6 plus 1.
Yes, Manje?
No, I
Marty?
said, yes, go ahead.
2d6 plus 1.
2d6 plus 1.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on, Ed. Come on, Ed. Come on. Come on. Do it.
Hey.
Whoa.
Oh, shit.
That's a good
That's a-
one.
That's a good one.
We'll take that.
It's full
I
success.
will give this next roll a +2.
Ooh.
Oh, actually,
Well, that's
we'll just here's what we'll do. Aaron, because that was a full success, an 11, roll another d6.
Okay.
So
Okay.
a 3 and a 4.
7.
So it's a 7. That's a partial success.
Well, +1,
All right.
so 8. But yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so
wasn't
8.
it supposed to be a +2?
No, I
No.
changed it to adding another die. Gave the much more because the extra +1 wouldn't have changed it to a success. It would just made it a 6,
Mhm.
and she already rolled it, and I wanted to give her a chance.
Fair.
Yeah,
Partial
trying to be
success.
Partial success. Okay, one more roll. Who wants to do it? This will not have an additional +1, and it won't have another die. It'll just be another 2d6 +1.
Somebody else do it.
Maji has to roll this one.
Swim.
Swim.
Everybody's chanting swim.
The swim is your continued survival.
Swim roll for
I
life.
don't know
One.
anything
2d6.
about these guys.
2d6 +1. Let's go.
It's not about whether you know them. We're just rolling.
We're just
Determine
rolling.
their success.
Just 2d6.
Ooh.
Yeah.
partial.
Hey.
Okay, a full success and 2 partial successes. I think what they determine, what you learn over the next couple days as you're preparing and getting ready, is they are conscripting a bunch of people from the surrounding area. The majority of conscripts are like just normal dudes, normal guys, kind of amassing as like the front-facing army in this case. But you do learn that there's a significant contingent of priests, the Blue Road priests, that are gathering up. And a lot of these people don't really know anything about them. None of the conscripts really interact with them beyond like taking orders from them. And they appear to be like the central leaders. And the common note of like any of the girls you learn that have anyone been anywhere near them is that they are very beyond the fact that Blue Road guys were crazy, weird, and big mutant monsters in some cases, but they're all strange in different ways. Like they're like there's a presence to them that's unusual. But they appear to be like the central commands for like these groups of conscripts. So they're like the linchpin. Like every unit of conscripts has a guy, like one of these priests, with them as the leader. And then after them is any like general or not general, but sergeant or whatever, any unit commander follows their orders.
Hmm.
That's the kind of vibe you get. So these priests that you learn about are apparently like the part of the linchpin strategy of this army that's gathering. It's kind of maintaining the cohesion of this huge band of conscripts that they have pulled from the surrounding areas.
That is interesting.
So they might be valid targets that might help you persuade people not to fight, perhaps. That's a potential thing. As far as the Emperor goes, you learn that he's beyond his initial arrival and his arrival at the Palace of the California role. He's not been seen outside of that context, and neither has King as California role outside of that context either. Neither have been seen for a while, but you know that they are. The word going around is that they are going to be part of this leading contingent. They appear to be, and as far as their strategy to get to the last tower, they do appear to just be either traversing the mountain pass or tunneling through what they can to make it easier to traverse more supplies and troops and manpower through the mountains to the last tower, using mages and magic to assist in that endeavor, as well as strange machines.
Hmm.
What else can I give you for that that's useful? Is there anything else you would like to know? Like any other little bit of information you want to know?
What their exact path is.
Yeah, is there a
It
specific
looks
attack route they plan to be using to march on the tower, or is
there
it unclear?
there appears to be like three main arms that are approaching it. This is not like a subtle thing. They are like full invading. So this isn't like them trying to sneak their way in. They're just sending the entire army across the mountain
So they're
to go
preparing
to the
for a
last tower.
siege.
Yes, they're preparing for a siege or just to overwhelm. And it appears to be three main contingents. There's the two large infantry forces that are kind of traversing the mountain passes and the old mountain pass to get to the crater.
Can
And
you
these
draw on the map?
machines are sure. Let me move all of you.
Yay.
So, duh, duh, duh. And then there's machines tunneling through there. So there's three main contingents.
Okay.
Or just full understanding. Yeah, that circles the last tower, right?
And the Emperor, you learn from this information, is with this central branch. And that's just kind of appears to be the most fortified and most armed. The majority of like the proper soldiers and the soldiers of Moros are with that central arm. They're the ones that the machines are just kind of digging their way through the mountain.
Do we have names of the leaders on the other two contingents?
No,
When you say digging
they
their
are.
way, go ahead.
When I say that, like they're leaders, like these priests are like not. They get you were told that like the girls find it weird they can't learn these guys' names. Like any conscripts they talk to are like, yeah, we're just supposed to call them your uh, bishop or something. They never gave us names. None of them have names. None of them have given names they've supplied. To the point where it's not me not giving them names. There's like legitimately they don't give names out to any of these people.
Mm-hmm.
It's us.
Okay, and to answer your question, Soren, when I say machines, I mean like drills. For further context, you remember that dungeon at FF14 where they're attacking, you're fighting against that one tower in the plains, and the dragon people are defending it, and there's Tiamat's there and all that.
Yeah, in like the last dungeon in Endwalker.
I think like maybe
Just
3
before
or
Endwalker.
that, but sure.
And like they had the drill thing that's like burrowing through the mountains.
Oh, it's literally okay. So they're literally burrowing.
They are
through the mountain.
literally burrowing through the mountain pass to make a mountain pass to fit all their forces.
Good information. Okay.
Where's the gift for the Fire Nation drill? It just got
Fire
more
Nation
real.
drill, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There is no war in Bossing Say, but there will be.
There was
What if-
notably not a war in Bar Sing Se. It was kind of just taken over.
Maybe we could flood the tunnels somehow if we got above them.
Flooding the tunnel sounds like a good start. We could cause a cave-in as well.
Obviously, all of us should drink a lot of water and just drown them in our piss.
I think that Gazelle's ability to rupture the earth with his meteor punch might come in handy here if he can literally, bury them in there.
I could probably do something.
Do it.
Probably. Gazelle. cracks his knuckles. Yeah, I could probably do it.
Love the confidence.
Also got those crazy rings. I'm sure that one of them could maybe use to collapse a tunnel.
I mean, there's a black hole. Can be used to destabilize a bunch.
Or the spike formation one.
Fireball one probably do it too. Frankly, no options.
Yeah.
Get Barry to go in there and just use fucking Shinra Tensei.
The point is, they're very vulnerable in a bottlenecked tunnel, and that's a good opportunity for us to take out lots of forces.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think that that's the way we should, well, go with it. At least it will slow down their advance for sure and give us a lot of opportunity to focus our might on the main force. This is good information. I think that we can put our forces to work setting up traps and blocking at least the two side tunnels and fortifying the main advance so that it's slower and more dangerous for them. We might also be able to do something about the priests, expose them for what they really are, and cause their conscripts or mercenaries, whatever you call them, to abandon the cause and run, or maybe even join our side.
I've always wanted to kill a priest.
Well,
There
the one priest we met was not very nice, so.
Hmm,
Yeah.
He was one of 3 that you saw.
What is there? Oh, for some reason I was thinking you meant that there was a lot more.
Oh, yes, there are. Those are just the 3 examples of you've seen. But yeah, it's those guys. It's more of those guys. Like, a lot more of those guys.
I don't like them.
You shouldn't. I didn't want you to like them. They're not here for you to be liked.
Well, it's
They're here to fuck you up.
All right, well. Do we want to take this information as well as our new source of information to the safety of the last tower and let the people setting up our defenses and then the people who could set up the sabotage, whether it be the Morosians or the Tengu, setting up some plans to get that underway before the battle begins? And then, begin our next scene.
Yeah, I suppose if there's anything more we want to ask, the spy network, we have a messenger now.
We can revisit,
We can ask more of them later.
Yeah.
I feel pretty good about what we could do with the information we have at the moment. I can't think of anything else to ask at the moment. Nobody else has anything to ask, or Majay doesn't have anything further to add. I think I'm ready for a seance.
Unless you can think of like another question about it. Yeah. I'm willing to give you more details. I don't know what details to give you at the moment that'd be helpful that you are looking for. That could help. That could help you formulate a plan.
What?
Aaron is to come up with a question. It has to be in character as auto, and it could be a stupid one.
Basically, he's asking you to what sort of information would you want about this army, the Emperor, and their movements to help you in this defense? What would be useful information that you would like to receive? Something I can tell you about. Because you rolled pretty good. And you did succeed. So you got this tick.
I guess I have a question.
Sure, anyone.
So obviously there are like people and flesh monsters involved, but
Mhm.
Are there creatures involved in these armies?
Not that's like being advertised. Nothing that these like brothel girls and like informants can
No
get like solid hands on,
Okay.
solid information on.
No signs of
But
cages or like things being brought in.
I think there's probably like typical like, oh, they brought like war tigers or some shit, or war elephants, shit like that. Not
War
necessarily
tigers? Hell
Oh,
yeah.
Are
not
they
necessarily elephants or tigers, but you know, that kind of thing. They
are
might
they
have, they
are they
might
feeding the
have,
dogs raisins?
they might mention stuff like that, but that's not like necessarily weird for an army in this day and age,
Right.
Are they
but nothing
feeding
like unusual that you would expect from the Cladis necessarily.
are they feeding the dogs raisins? I need to know.
You don't know.
Fuck.
I don't think the conscripts would have information. I certainly don't think that these girls and these people working for uh, oh no, I just had a brain fart. Zephon's people would like approach. They're not going to approach the priests because that's a death sentence, and they're probably not going to approach any Morosians
Fair.
for same fear. So they're just trying to get what they can from the conscripts and kind of casual spying.
Gotcha.
But it's very risky for them to get too close to these guys, especially given what you told Zephon. So she probably is also erring on the side of caution because she's trying to not get her people killed.
Acceptable.
Yeah. Any other questions?
So
Before?
most of their supplies are going down the middle.
Yes, that appears to be the majority of like their forces.
Or is the middle path coming through is also tunneling, or are they coming over?
The middle path is the one that's tunneling. The other two are like traversing over the mountain using old mountain paths and such.
Oh, okay. Oh,
And those are like mostly conscripts and people they've like recruited from the general army and like pulled from the surrounding regions, peasants, so like new soldiers, stuff like that. But the Morosians and the main forces are in that center group.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the other way around.
No.
Okay, then just one drill. Okay, we sabotage the one drill.
I didn't say it was just one drill, but yes, it's that they're all one area. They're all all the drills are like in one place. They're not like spread out. They're like in the one central thing that they're drilling. You understand what I'm saying? They're not spread out. There's multiple.
I get you.
Yeah, it's the main path, main force, but it's
Yes.
several advancing armies.
Yes. Okay, that's tick. You now have four. How do you put that? Preemptive information about the approaching enemy forces and like their general layout of their forces.
We have
which is very good to know.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have about as good of a spy network as we are going to get now.
Yeah. Zephon probably relays that she'll let you know when they start getting on the move, like fully on the move, which gives you some advance notice to get back to the last tower and get ready for the siege when it starts.
So,
which I'm going to tick up this clock because we're getting closer. Boop.
Dun 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 dun.
Uh-oh.
Dun 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 dun.
I'm scared.
All right, boys. We've got
Thanks.
3 left.
And
Well,
one
good
is
luck.
already guaranteed. So you really got only 2 to fight for.
All right. Well, we should probably do something about the ghost thing because that's half baked. But
Seance.
I don't really know.
So
what the other one would be.
something that came to mind was maybe not necessarily like if if trying to learn from the sages how to do the like enchantment thing is too cumbersome, given that the sages are obviously advanced in their age and whatnot. Something.
Let me explain the hesitation here. For
Sure.
the stages to work on a weapon with a soul is a long, time-consuming process.
Got it.
You are not going to be able to quickly speed run getting like a 100 men's worth of weapons ready to go in that way. Not in the ways that they would do it. I'm not. But if you
But.
this would not involve
Mhm.
the sages necessarily, but like you would, if you wanted to do some sort of ritual, some sort of seance, to channel the spirits of like this ancestor or this member of your clan, to get him and the ancestors of this family to come empower weapons, not like imbue them with like the power that the sages would make a weapon have of a soul, but just like doing like a temporary thing.
Yes,
Like
yes.
you're not binding them to the weapons. They are empowering the weapons for a time.
That is sort of what I was getting at anyway. I wasn't really thinking of like having them be bound to weapons the way. I just thought maybe like as an offshoot of that technique.
That would give those people weapons that are more effective, but not as effective as something the sages would make, but it would allow you to do more weapons. The contingent you would have to do is the ritual itself, to both channel the magic to do so, convince the spirits to help you, and like properly convey them to the weapons you're imbuing with their power. Does that make sense? That's like the three steps you have to succeed.
Okay, yeah. Something like another way I was thinking of going about it was just like obviously so like Adam's people are known for having like ancestral guidance and protection, but I guess really what I'm just trying to do is extend that trait, which is kind of more of an Adam and to some extent an Apano thing, to the common folk that are now kind of being enlisted into this battle. Does that make sense? I mean, it could be through a weapon, it could be through other means.
You mean it could be like also just kind of these spirits are coming and like empowering these people with some like boon. It's like a temporary thing that will protect them or help them fight better or stuff like that. Like empowering what defenders you have that are like not as don't have necessarily the aptitude that some of your better fighters have, but just kind of give them a little bit of a bump. So
You're
it's a little stronger.
Yes.
You're giving everybody a Ninetales cloak.
That's fuck. I was trying to find that GIF.
I-
You beat me to it.
It's nowhere. I gave
Wait.
up. I had to say his joke before you could. Fuck you.
What reference is this? I don't know this reference.
I'm not sure I know this reference either.
It's Naruto. Yeah, believe it, guy. That guy.
Oh, that?
Yeah,
I
he
guess.
was like, everybody gets the fit. and they're like, what?
I know
Yeah.
what you're referring to now.
Yeah, in the final battle,
Is that
everybody
what
got.
it was fucking called? That's stupid.
Yeah, the
Jesus
Ninetales
Christ.
chocolate cloak.
God damn it. But yeah,
Yeah,
something like
he
that, I
gave it-
guess.
Sure,
He gave
yeah.
it to like everybody. I don't think he gave it to Sasuke though, but fuck Sasuke.
Fuck Sasuke. He had
Hey.
Susanoo. He had his own.
I see that.
Me on the left.
Ah, okay. Sure, yeah, something like that.
Okay. So, all right. Well, let's set the scene here.
Okay.
What do you? So I assume this is at the last tower, because I assume what you're doing is taking the people who are willing to fight at the last tower, who aren't necessarily like full-on soldiers, and empowering them in some fashion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like
Exactly.
are like they assembled with you, and you're just gonna call upon this bloodline. So like maybe you're in like a meeting hall, with like let's say 100 dudes.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Let's say
I
so
think
giving
that
a number that
makes
is like
sense,
a
yeah.
good boon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So All right. So you're calling upon, what was the ancestor's name again?
Oh, we can just call them the Wild Fang tribe. That's fine.
The Wildfang tribe. You're calling upon your connection to the Wildfang tribe as a means to gain this boon. Napano, so you're helping channel this ritual to empower these people. What does this look like? What you doing? What's the vibe?
So probably kind of like when I do a commune after a long rest, if I need to,
Sure.
get guidance from my ancestor, or if I need to reset my spells, I'm kind of guiding Adam through, calming his mind and being able to reach out to spirits.
Okay. So you're kind of Adam is sitting with you, and like these people are like sitting around you, kind of awaiting, kind of like a little nervous probably because you're doing a weird seance thing, calling to the dead. It's always a little unsettling.
Yeah, we're at the last tower. There are walking skeletons. This is
It's fine.
true.
It's fine.
It's true, but they're also a bunch of nerds.
They're also probably a little perturbed by the fact that at some point Adam left with a drake and came back with a wyvern.
Very true.
Shere
Who's
Khan's
also
just
here.
kind of chilling, but he is a
Sitting
wyvern now.
Yeah,
He's just munching on food.
eating some meat. Probably sitting in the corner, and they all kind of look back at him every so often nervously. Okay.
So yeah,
So-
Adam is so Adam looks to be bearing some sort of like war paint almost. He's got his fur like mantle off to the side, and in his hands is what was once the Oni horn that they broke off when fighting Vondale. But it's clear he's carved it into the shape of an instrument to make more like a war horn. And so, kind of as like after going through that preparation with Napano, he blows into the horn, which makes kind of a low, dull sound that echoes throughout the chamber.
There's probably like candlelight in the room. It's probably only lit by candles, so it's kind of dark in here.
Yeah.
There's probably some sort of magic circle in the center of the room that you two are sitting in. There's probably a bigger magic circle around that that encompasses this group, which is probably not helping their nervous energy.
Yeah, probably not.
No, but I would say maybe in the center of the circle, you could put your spear on her, and because that's essentially what we're doing, is we're trying to channel that sort of magic into all of these people as weapons. So I think putting on her in the center of the circle might be helpful.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Sure.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I feel like we should start the rolls then. What's the first roll? What's the stat you think applies here? Is it wisdom, intelligence, charisma?
I would say wisdom, maybe, to make the initial connection.
Okay.
Be able to reach out and.
Then go ahead and roll your wisdom. And what's your wisdom modifier? Is it +2 or 3?
3 for me.
Okay. Make it
Go with
plus-
Nabanos.
make it +4 because Adam is like the direct connection here.
Okay. Do I just
You're
click on my wisdom box, or should I roll like a 2d6 and manually
Just roll
add?
2d6. 2d6 +4.
Okay.
Yeah.
It could have been
Ooh.
better.
That could have been
Okay.
much worse too.
Mm.
You could have also done the double one that we had last time.
The
Damn, that
nunchuck
was
special.
bad.
True. Well, they're not my.
I don't want to talk about it.
ancestors.
Damn.
Right. So like
That's fair. Yes.
I think the candles flicker and like there's a breeze that appears like kind of swirling around, and I think like the smoke kind of coalesces into this figure that stands in front of the spear looking down at Adam, kind of almost judgmentally.
Nappa's like standing on top of the spear in owl form, and she's like tilting her wings like an antenna on a TV, like trying to get signal.
The spirit looks to Adam and kind of speaks in a wispy voice. It kind of echoes through the room and in your head a little bit. Who calls us from the grave? For what purpose do you call?
I am Adam Seacart, son of Svendenaria. Come requesting your aid, those of our ancestors.
You call us from our rest, from the end of our glories and our success and our the accomplishment of our lives to come back this world? For why would you do such a thing? Have we not earned our rest?
You have indeed. But look around you. He kind of just gestures to a crowd that obviously someone of their kind of nature would find lacking.
Novices, weaklings, those unworthy to hunt.
Indeed. Today I stand among those who don't know war and the hunt like we do. But yet, they must fight all the same.
And you would deign to call us to aid them in their endeavor?
Is that not what our people do?
Indeed. For we
Call
face a creature more cunning than the dragons, more resilient than the giants, and yet greater in number than the wolves.
Such an enemy demands you call us from the grave to aid those, rather than find those who could hunt? Are you so desperate?
Unfortunately, this battle wages in the land far from the highlands.
He scoffs. Ha! Even more of a dishonor to fight in lands of our own, when we
But
have
this-
already done our fight.
Aye, but this monster, though it currently threatens lands far beyond our home, there is no doubt that should it succeed in its goal, then the highlands will be left just as barren of life and soul as any land. I don't seek your protection from this monster, nor do I want your guidance of the unknown. But instead, I bring you an opportunity.
An opportunity?
Yes, a chance to add to your stories from beyond the grave, and to slay a monster thought to be unkillable, to claim glory from where even the ancients fell.
Hmm. He seems to ponder this, and now you're gonna roll to see if you
Okay.
can convince this ghost. This is definitely a charisma-based roll. Feels like this is a parlay for sure. Like you might
Okay.
have to make a promise or offer something that he asked for.
Can I assist or aid since our culture is similar to Adam's?
Yes, I will say. What's your charisma, Adam? You're definitely going to be
Mine's
the
a-
one who rolls this.
Mine's a 1.
Okay, well, you can give a +2 to Adam.
Okay. Mine's also
Or-
a 1, so.
So
So
you're
I
gonna.
will
It's gonna
roll
be a
parlay.
+2.
By your
Okay, so
charisma
parlay with
combined.
charisma +2.
hmm
Okay. So here we go.
Wait, did you include the +2 in that?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a 10.
Yeah, I just added the +2 on the roll part of the move.
Gotcha. 10's
Looks
not
like
bad.
it's success.
I meant you to add that +1 to your charisma for a 2, so that would be a 9 rather than a 10. It's still a success though.
Okay. Okay, fair enough.
So I believe a parlay and a partial success is he makes a request of you if you want him to fulfill his end of the bargain.
Okay.
What does he ask of you? What's the thing that you would have to give up, or what would he ask of you as a spirit in exchange for this assistance?
Half your life.
Damn.
I mean, that's not unlikely. Harsh, though.
I feel like
Wait,
if the spirit wants to rest, the last thing you would want to do is like steal life force from somebody.
It'll be more like if you're going to call us from the grave, you must be willing to pay the price, is the sort of deal there.
I see.
I think. Do I want to go with that? Seems harsh, but
I mean,
kind of fair.
The only other bit I have left, because I am near the end of that speech. Adam was just going to say, to slay this monster would be to write history itself, to prove to the world that even in death, the strongest warriors and greatest hunters hail from the highlands of Olkai. Which might not mean much as spirit on a partial success, but that was... The idea is that this is sort of a... Like, some of the dead may have felt they've lost glory in death. And this is kind of a chance to rewrite those stories.
I feel like
Maybe some didn't die in battle and want a chance to fight.
Okay. I think I do like Storm's suggestion of you're gonna have to offer like a portion of your life, like your lifespan, as like a thing.
Oh, okay.
Because like you're calling them from the grave, and you're asking them from the grave. It's like, okay, well then you have to give up part of your life if you want to bring us back to help you and these people.
Storm's gonna get his ass kicked after this fucking game.
Even though like this is not like a direct help, it's like helping these people. And he'll offer you a choice. Either A, you can take that weight on yourself and offer up a larger portion of your lifespan, or everyone in the room can offer up a portion of their life. Which obviously a lot of those people now turn a little white at that suggestion. They become a little frightened of what they signed up for. And that might mean there is a argument to be made here that we could add an additional roll for you to convince them that you want to do that if you don't want to take all that weight on yourself, and maybe, or if you want to spin it between you and Depano.
Offer the owl.
No, owl is exempt, I'm afraid, because they don't have a physical body like that.
Well, regarding this whole request in the first place, like both Adam and our cultures have a history of like we keep our ancestors alive, we honor them, and in turn they give us guidance and assistance. They sent Adam his drake, and they guided me down from that mountain, and like so it's not unheard of that, there is a little bit of give and take between the living and the dead. The thing is, they typically work in mysterious ways, and this is a case where we're specifically asking something of them rather
Yes.
than leaving them to their own devices.
And that is the difference, is you are calling them out to do a specific thing that you want them to do, rather than them helping you indirectly on their own terms. You are forcing your terms onto them, which comes at a cost. Now, again, if you split it across the room, it's not too bad. I mean, a couple, let's say, 10 years of the life of everyone in this room, versus if it's just you and Adam, or just if it's between you and Adam, that's probably like, let's say, 30 years off your lives. If it's just Adam, it's 50 years.
Oh my.
Damn.
Like, you probably won't live for another. You'll probably only live like another 5 years if you take this on alone, Adam.
He's not going to be long for it. Well, why don't we're doing this for everyone, so the cost should be borne by everyone. If the soldiers in this room are a little uncomfortable by that, that's
They're scared.
understandable.
They're scared.
But you guys should
Again-
all know that if the
Well, again-
Gladys win, there is no afterlife. They will erase you. You will not be left to exist as a spirit. There is nothing remaining.
Parlay.
To remind everyone, the people in this room are not fully soldiers. At best, they're guards. That's it. These are not soldiers, to reiterate.
Right.
Are they all
These are like, they're volunteering to fight. And like, there's some guards here that would have fought anyway, but they're not soldiers like that. Some of them are pretty good, but like, they have no one in this room beyond maybe you two, and probably not even, have been to war.
No.
Sure,
Are
but
they?
even if everybody dies, then they're still gonna die.
I mean, absolutely. 100%. But,
They're smart
It's
enough
prob-
to know that.
this probably won't work unless you get their agreement, because it seems like you can't force it on them. The spirit does not ask you
Right.
to force it on them.
Mhm.
Like, they have to
Right.
agree.
Are they
So
all?
would we need to do a sort of parlay with?
You basically
The
doing a
people?
parlay with you're doing a parlay with the room. Like, everyone in the room. I'm not going to make it super complicated. You just be just like another parlay to like convince the people in this room. It's like, hey, it's for the good of the world. We're trying to make sure we can live out the rest of these years we will have in the aftermath of this. Because if we don't do this, we might not get any years. We might not have another month, if not a week.
All right, 10 years sounds like a bargain when you put it in that framing.
Yeah. So,
Hmm.
who
Can I
what's-
do anything that would help with this? Like, I don't know if discern realities or heirloom would be much help in this case.
I think.
I could try and con them. You want me to try con
I don't.
artists?
Okay, and in this specific instance, given the way I just described it, I don't think that would help, because they have to agree, and the
Okay.
spirit probably won't be cool if you con them into it. That probably would get you that would probably
Yes,
get you
that
a
would-
failure.
Yes, that would. Yeah, I'm not looking to con them. I'm looking to. Also, one other option we do have the amulet. I don't know if that would do anything here. I just wanted to bring it up.
If you fuck up the
If
roll.
you use it for the parlay, that's a guarantee that you convince the room and they'll go along with it. But you could also save the amulet for the actual binding to get this going, to actually get the empowerment to these people.
Ah, okay, yeah. So maybe
And that might be
maybe
really
hold off.
good. Might be really good to hold on to that for that.
I think
Right,
we should
yeah.
hold on to it, yeah.
That makes sense to me.
You can attempt to parlay with the room, and then this won't count as a failure if you fail to convince the room to go along with it, and
Then
then
we
you
have to
guys
do something else. Yeah.
either you have to do something else, or the two of you can take on the burden, or Adam can take on the burden. You can still do that, and this will still continue on. Do you want to try to convince the room?
Sounds like we want to. Yeah, sounds like we ought to try to convince the room.
Okay, so you're gonna roll. Napano, are you gonna try to help convince these people to do that? as well? Kind of make the argument with him.
Yeah, I'm gonna help make the argument. Basically, say what we said, that 10 years from all of us is a small price to pay, and kind of reference the owl. Like, hey, this is proof that there is an afterlife if we die of natural causes. If the Gladys gets us, you won't even be left around as a ghost. There is nothing. There is nowhere for you to go.
Ghosts aren't real.
I mean,
Up.
There's literally a ghost in the room.
Whatever.
Okay. So, all right, Adam, you're going to
Mhm.
roll parlay. You're going to add your charisma +1
Plus
from
one.
the mono. Yes.
No.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
God fucking damn it.
Damn.
All right, well,
I think
Ugh.
some people. I think what happens is like a few people like agree, but there's like a couple people that like are definitely not fighters that signed up for this. They're like probably like people who look like they could fight, but they've never done this before, so they look like they give you the sign that they give, but you can tell that like they're too scared to actually agree in their heart. And the ghost, the spirit definitely seems to sense that. He says nothing in response to it. He just kind of looks to Adam as
Could
though he has
we-
not. Yeah. Hmm?
could we, like, if we're getting 100 swords, could we get some actual warriors in here? Like, maybe some of the finest Tengu instead of just jobbers at Last Tower who, read books and have never held a weapon? Could we maybe get some of the best soldiers from, I don't know,
Well,
any of
it's-
Eggy's reserves or the Tengu, or any guards from House Cat maybe?
It was my impression that these boons were gonna be, well, these buffs were gonna be like army wide. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the idea. Is like, yeah, like it's going to be sort of a raid wide buff essentially.
So
Yeah.
it is gonna be like that, or it's just gonna be for your dudes?
I would,
I mean,
Given
it
that
depends
you're
on the thing.
because you're not getting magical weapons in that sense. You're empowering these people, and maybe that means empowering the weapons they have to some degree. But you are empowering these people.
A sword is only as good as the person who swings it, and I'd rather have, empower a beefy Tengu who, wants to bite someone's ear off rather than a nervous researcher who's never held a sword before.
And the consequence of that is I'm going to weaken this. Because we talked about who was in the room. No one
Yep.
raised any objection. This
No,
turn was already set.
I personally don't have any objections to it.
We can expand the scope if you want, but it will come it'd be weaker as a general thing.
So there'd be more people who get the buff, but it's a weaker buff.
It's more like a slight stat buff to everyone versus like these people become like formidable like combatants.
Feels like it would make it a very easy tick to lose if we did that.
Yes, exactly. It probably might be the first one you lose.
All right, well,
Unless you have some other thing you're willing to sacrifice, like in terms of years.
I'll do it.
You'll take it on? You'll take on the full weight?
Don't do it.
Whoa, wait, yeah, you don't have to do that. I mean,
There's nothing for us to go back to. You have a people waiting for you.
You have us.
If this is the last thing that we do, that's a good death.
Okay, if that is the price you're willing to pay, this ghost will turn and look at Napano, and he like gives you a look of respect, like, and nods, like, indeed. This one has a good heart, a brave heart. I accept your
Yeah, they do.
sacrifice. I know you will go to a place of honor at the end.
That's all we can ask for. We've been living on borrowed time already for far too long.
Okay. Then I think the gust in the room begins to grow in power as the smoke from the candles begins to gather up into multiple spirits in the air. They kind of begin to float around the room as these different warriors, ghosts, begin to manifest. And now comes the final step, and that's the actual binding to these people.
Okay.
Do you want to roll it, or are you going to use the amulet?
Can we use the amulet if we fail the roll?
If you want. The amulet comes with certain benefits that, like, it can give you better results than you could normally, but you can still get really good.
I think you should just roll it.
Roll.
You gonna roll it? You can decide afterwards. I
BB.
am totally cool with that. Either BB or Napano can roll it.
What?
I think this is.
What
this
stat do we
feels.
want to use on this one?
This is
Napano's making the
definitely just
sacrifice.
wisdom. So,
Okay.
like, Napano, if you want to roll, same roll as before for like starting this ritual, plus
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, let me do that.
I believe in you.
I've got better
Come
wisdom,
on.
and I think this is a character moment for me. I'm just gonna,
Yeah, absolutely.
Do it.
after making that pact,
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's 10. That's still a full success.
just gonna like
Imagine
channel
if you
all
would
of
roll
these
a 2-1.
ghosts into. No, I'm not making a fool out of myself, nunchuck style. I just sacrificed 50 years of my life. This is. I'm gonna start like floating in the air as I start channeling these spirits into these fucking nervous
The wind
researchers
just
and
starts billowing around the room. The candles start to
imbuing them
like
with
go
courage.
out. It's like smoke starts to turn into like a gust of and a tornado filling the room as the ghosts begin to take full shape and start to float down to these people. Like some like appear behind them and like put their hands on their shoulders, and you watch as like they coalesce into this, like becoming marks on their skin as these tattoos of like black ink begin to stretch over these people and like form on their faces and their arms and their legs as they seem to sit up straighter, stand straighter, and you can tell like they have more of a presence as these ghosts begin to empower them and like sit with them and guide them.
And at the same time, my ghost is gonna like come into me and start glowing with the same light and show that like no, this is how we win. This is the power of living and dead united for one purpose.
I think like the main ghost you were talking to puts his hand on your shoulders and like is helping you in this ritual, but you also feel like your life is kind of ebbing away. Like you feel the years beginning to leave you, but like he, as you kind of feel weaker, he like helps you keep up. He's like not taking them. He's not like draining you. He's like helping you through the process. Helping you make this sacrifice. And then as like the ritual begins to wind down, and these people begin to stand, looking empowered. Some standing a little taller, looking more courageous. Some having like more confident expressions. The ghost helps you lower to the ground and helps you sit before giving you a nod and then fading away.
And I imagine through the whole process, like any time I'm idle now, I just look like a corpse.
Like you've got bags under your eyes. Like you're not like you don't physically feel older. It just feels like, oh, I don't know how much longer I have left.
All I need is one more battle.
But like you know, you're not like, in terms of capability, you're not actually diminished. But you can just feel that like, okay, I don't have as much time as I did.
We all gotta make sacrifices.
How do you feel?
I mean, it's more important. How do they feel now? It looks like they're more confident, stronger, battle ready.
Yeah, everyone in the room looks like ready. They look ready.
They look like real warriors now. Ab just kind of looks back to Napano. I don't know how I'm going to repay you for this. I don't know if I can.
To. There's nothing you need to repay us for.
Well, let's make sure we get back to Alteraam in one piece. How about that? We could start there.
Pano looks a little bit confused when you say that for a moment, but eventually they nod. It's kind of
Okay.
a blank look, like they're trying to recall something that's not there.
Ooh. Okay.
Like
Okay.
the file has been deleted. There is no endpoint to that thought.
Damn.
Okay.
Can't believe this.
That's 10 ticks.
You're the one who made that fucking suggestion, Storm. How dare you? I can't believe this.
It was good. It was a good narrative suggestion. Good thing. Good.
Yeah.
Good
No,
Storm.
I don't.
job,
I
I
don't
applaud
hate it.
you.
It was clever.
You know, Majay's been nothing but happy with me this session.
Well, except for the first part where you fucking.
Uh-oh. You're
Why
reminding him
didn't-
of bad
You
things.
made him remember. You made him remember.
I didn't do anything wrong. I helped. Other sessions I've been bad though, but we don't. We're not thinking about those, are we?
Uh-huh.
All right. So we have one more tick to get, or one more tick to try to get, and then there's the way in Alden, which is guaranteed. But it is 10:16, so it's getting late.
We got time for one more.
So we might have to hold off.
No, we got this one.
Do you
Oh,
have
the
an idea?
goblins.
Oh, the goblins. You want to just knock at the goblins really fast?
Yes.
I want the goblins.
We have to recruit the goblins.
Goblins.
All right. You-
This is all
How you
Want to
Otto
think
and
about
Gazelle.
this?
No, we need the goblins. We've succeeded in
Why do
everything
we need
else.
the goblins.
If this is stupid, then we've earned it.
I feel like you're allowed to do the stupid one if you want. If your heart really wants it to be part of this.
My heart wants it. We need goblins for cheap labor and shenanigans.
Okay.
You,
then let's
you
set
move
the
right
scene.
in goblins.
Let's quick set the scene, and then you guys can decide how you want to convince them. Let me paint a picture of how these goblins are doing.
Yes, please.
So you return to the valley that you had originally met this group of goblins that you had convinced the town to take in and allow them to be part of their community. You come to a village that is fucking prospering. There are so many more houses, but they're not. A lot of them aren't very fancy.
Little huts.
And the building quality is questionable, but they're holding up. But there's so many. This has become. We went from a small town to a well, a village, basically.
Mhm.
Like, people have come here, but obviously the most people that are here is goblins. So many goblins.
They're a city
They're
now.
just all doing great. They're like living their best life. This community has become a goblin community. And like they're working in the fields, they're working on the farm. There's like a couple running a shop. There's a couple selling apples, and they're sitting on like crates to sit behind like a stand because they're too short, and they have to sell to humans and such. And there's merchants passing through, and things are going well in this little town.
The
It's
fuck
now a
did
village.
Did a fucking
They
slime
all
move in here
miss
recently or
us.
what? Bullshit.
Hey man,
Amazing.
these goblins, when they put their minds to it, super industrious.
Mhm.
I imagine they're also like rabbits.
And
Oh,
we want
yes.
to put that
Yeah.
industrial work to us, building traps on the mountain.
Let's see.
Exactly.
Who? There was
Keck.
Keck? That's right, it was Keck.
Keck.
Keck has become the leader of these goblins. He's now working with the village elder, and he's kind of doing pretty fucking good. He's got a nice suit. He sees you guys coming in, and you come to talk to someone who's in charge. So Keck comes out like, you back! Hello! Friends!
I can feel my racism
Except
bubbling.
Lyle! Otto! Friend! Hello! Hugs. Walks up and hugs your legs.
He's so small.
I'd like to look suspicious.
Gazelle
Peter.
Gazelle
Hasn't
pats
changed.
Keck on the head with Barry.
Oh! Freaks out.
Jesus.
Oh
Barry's
right,
just-
he remembers. I think he remembers when Barry wasn't Barry.
Mm-hmm.
You still have scary ogre?
That's just
Barry.
Barry. He's my friend.
So he cool?
Yeah, he's cool.
Looks at Gazelle.
He's all right,
Otto.
Barry.
Just kind of looks at Barry. Barry goes meh, and nods. He's like, the cat just stares and there's like thumbs up. Okay.
That was so easy.
Shere Khan barks.
Ah! Dragon! Points to your con.
Whoa! Not quite. He's still a wyvern, but he's grown up a bit. Yes.
Dragon,
Close
you say?
enough.
Zell's gonna look over and glare.
Oh no. You've awakened the beast.
Oh shit.
What brings you to village?
We need your help.
Oh, why you need my help? You need our help? Why need help? What need help with?
The apocalypse.
That sounds bad.
War.
That also sounds bad. Oh, that's the same thing?
Yeah,
Sort of.
adjacent.
Confusing. More information?
Not
No.
for me.
Oh. What do you need us to do?
You rolling up or what, bro?
Here, why don't you sit down? We're gonna tell you a long story, and then like exposition everything about Cletus.
Yeah.
While they're expositioning, Gazelle is going to start gathering the berries since this is where he had originally gotten them.
Oh, this is where he got the berries.
It is. It is.
He needs to
Amazing.
restock.
There's like a whole farm full of berry bushes.
The slightly poisonous
Oh,
berries,
shit.
yes.
Have they
Mhm.
lasted you this long?
He grabbed a lot.
Yeah.
He grabbed a
He
lot
did
of.
get it a lot.
Barry eats a lot though. Like, what
It's
have you
true.
been feeding him? One berry a day?
More like 2.
No wonder he hasn't
They're
gotten
very-
big again.
They're very good berries.
Is
Hey,
there
I got
berries?
that joke.
They're not. They give Gave Lyle diarrhea? Was it Lyle's?
Yeah, it was fine.
I think so, yeah.
Well, unsurprising that a troll would have better constitution than Lyle.
So you guys go
I
into
have a
Keck's house,
-1
which
to
is
con, okay?
you go into Keck's house. It is a fairly nice house. It still looks like it's kind of questionable in terms of build quality, but it's stable. It's slightly larger. Keck is disabled and listens intently. He looks horrified, which we've just informed him. And then he just says, "That sounds scary and bad.
It is.
Why?
Absolutely terrifying.
What do we do? What we do? What do you want us to do?"
Win.
Sabotage.
Build.
Sabotage? Build?
We know that the enemy is going to be coming over a mountain in certain passageways, and we think it would be a great opportunity to set up traps and ambushes, flood the tunnels, dump rocks on their heads. And our people are more adept in mountains than some other races.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
It's the perfect job for
Taxi.
goblins.
Keck agree. Perfect job for goblins. Hmm.
I'm gonna kind of like tilt my head. Is he speaking with a regional dialect, or like, my people can speak in complete sentences? Why can't yours?
Mm.
Getting called out now.
State New York.
Yeah, but
I think you're the one with the regional dialect. This is normal goblin speak. Every goblin
This is
I've
just
met
how
has
Keck
been
talks.
at least as stupid as Keck, if not stupider.
I mean, you
Hey.
call Keck stupid, but he did help build this village.
I did call him
He's not
do
stupid,
a pretty
yes.
good job.
He's just uneducated.
He didn't go to school, okay?
I regret nothing.
He's just
I know
a
you
little
don't.
guy.
Just a little guy. Just a little guy, and stop giving him a hard time.
You built so
Yeah.
much in such a short amount of time. You're doing good.
Hell yeah.
Let's see.
Words? He just says the ones that he needs to.
Yeah.
Let's
Why
just.
use many word when few word do trick?
That's right.
Yes.
Exactly
more
right.
efficient. Why you talk so long?
Let's keep this dead simple in the interest of time, because Keck is a very agreeable sort, and Otto is his best friend. As Keck has
Still?
decided.
All right.
Yeah, you were his first best friend, so you're obviously still his best friend.
Okay.
BFF.
BFF.
hmm
But depending on this role, that might change.
Shit. All right.
Otto.
Yeah.
You're his best friend. You have to do the role.
Okay.
This is
How
gonna
can
be
Gazelle help?
Use your move.
Is Gazelle a best friend? How good on terms were you with Keck?
No.
I think
You
I could
have
convince
Barry,
him.
the guy who terrorized his group before, so probably not.
I could call him, I bet.
He gave a
I
thumbs
could
up.
assist as a fellow goblin. I could maybe embolden them.
Barry's cool
convince
now. He gave the
Well-
thumbs up. It's cool.
Otto, what's your charisma?
Um. 1.
You have +1. You can bump that up to a +2,
If I help.
and
Okay.
you're gonna roll. You're gonna roll parlay. We're gonna have +1 to your roll.
Okay. Can I do show me the way instead?
Oh, could you post? Show me the way.
I could roll it.
Do you know the way?
Absolutely. Do it.
Ooh. Well, we were going to do that anyway.
Otto is stronger than Kek and people and goblins. So goblins here not for a fight. Goblins here could build traps, but goblins will need help. We don't know how we get over to Weird Crater in center of Zhao.
We'll take you.
Will Otto help us build these things?
Of course.
I know traps. I'm something of a trap
Little guy,
expert.
we unlocked fast travel.
Yeah, just
We're not
file
fast
through
travel?
this. Just file through this portal.
got you.
Kek's still working on fast
They're
travel.
small enough. They could just walk right through.
Kek has not lived up his stats enough to get fast travel yet.
You'll get there. You'll get there, Keck. I
Mm,
believe in you.
Mm. Very well. I shall assemble my posse. He goes outside. He whistles, and within like 5 minutes, an entire 100 goblins are gathered up inside his house.
Hell yeah.
Do they
Ready to-
climb onto each other, form a little goblin borg?
A couple
hell
of them
yeah.
do.
Yes.
They've got tools and pickaxes, and they've got hammers and shit. They're in shovels. They're ready to go. All right. The last roll is to determine how successful they are.
Okay.
You're helping them, so I'm willing to give them a +1. So it's going to be another +2. So 2d6 +2. Another 8.
Another 8.
Hey,
I think
It's a popular number tonight.
they're only capable of really properly sabotaging either one of the paths, one of the infantry paths. So they can set up traps and pitfalls and small little avalanches on one of the 2 ways they're coming into the mountain. Not the big drilling thing. There's not much they can do against that because they don't have the time and they don't have the materials to really prepare to set up a bunch of traps and pitfalls to really subdue all the drills and shit and the machines they're bringing. But you can absolutely sabotage one of the bigger armies on the 2 sides.
Okay.
So we'll decide which one you're sabotaging, and then, then they'll get fucking wrecked and shit and dropped in a bunch of holes and have rocks fall on them.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, good job, goblins.
You and Keck and the goblins work through a couple days, just kind of digging holes, setting up traps on mountainsides and hillsides over above paths, setting up traps, setting up spring traps and wire traps to grab people put people in nets and all the goofy shit you can imagine goblins setting up traps to do.
Of course.
Yeah. That's prepared. And that's the final tick.
All
the
right.
final dick. Let's fucking go.
The final tick.
dick. It's here.
Final dick.
No. Do you know the way?
Is it like Final Gambit or what?
It actually works.
Kinda.
There's no 100% failure rate.
Okay. I'm going to bump up this other clock by 1. Boop. So
Halfway there.
we're gonna leave off on this one last scene. So
Uh-oh.
we kind of zoom out from that, and Keck and the goblins building traps, you all getting things ready, starting to get things prepared, getting ready to talk to some of the other supporters and getting battle plans drawn up. And we zoom out from that, and we zoom back into the south where the armies are building. We zoom into a dark place in the castle at the Emperor's Palace. And there is a assembled group of people in blue robes kind of kneeling in front of a stage where the Emperor stands. In front of him is a figure that is familiar to some of you. A man, half dressed, a axe at his side, sitting next to him. He doesn't have a shirt on. He looks wiry. Looks like there's something wrong with his musculature.
Oh.
He's kneeling before the Emperor. The Emperor stares at him wordlessly. There's no words being exchanged in this room. Like it's deathly silent. No one is speaking. King California Roll is in the room as well. He's also deathly silent. His head also bowed to some degree.
No.
The Emperor raises his hand and places it on the axe-wielding man's head.
No.
His body goes rigid for a moment, and like he shakes and trembles
Oh.
as his hand is upon him, and then he goes still, and his head lowers as the Emperor removes his hand and bows his head. His chest expands as though taking a breath, and then the Emperor's head raises, and then in unison, every person in this room, over 100 men, including the lumberjack-looking
The
motherfucker,
lumberjack
the
knight.
axe-wielding guy, the lumberjack knight, and King California Roll, all at the same time and in perfect unison, raise their head as one.
Hate that.
The
How
lumberjack
many
knight.
people were in that room?
Over 100.
100.
The man cut a fucking tree down,
Oh.
swing, to try and kill me.
He did.
Mhm.
I think it was multiple trees, actually.
He did.
You
He
bet.
cut down like
Yes, it was.
half a dozen trees.
It was multiple trees, yes.
I think he nat 20'd like 2 different trees.
He did, yes.
Yeah. It was terrifying.
Clean fucking through
You
them.
all, and then you killed his friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
I should have killed him when I had
Well.
the chance.
Well,
Yeah.
Lyle killed his friend.
Lyle did, yeah.
Whatever.
Did-
We helped. It was a team effort, okay?
No, it wasn't. You did it without our knowledge.
Shut up.
Well, there was that one guy who got eaten by the Gator Man.
Yeah, that was.
Hmm.
Hmm.
But that one's not on Lyle. But the other ones are. But yeah,
I'm scared.
on that note, that's the end of tonight. Time to say goodbye to YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye,
Bye,
YouTube.
YouTube.
I'm scared.
We'll see you next time.
Penis, 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 penis,
Butts,
penis,
butts,
penis, 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 penis,
Butts,
penis,
butts, 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 butts. Chia penis.
Penis, penis,
Chia penis.
Oh,
penis, penis, penis.
Keister.